Welcome to episode 32 of the Greeting Moshiach podcast. First of all, I'm recording this on the eve of my birthday, so I want to wish everybody watching this when the day of my Mazal Gover, which means that all of you is uplifted and more and greater and better from your seichel to your midas and all your kaichas and everything you have, up to and including the Mazal, everything that comes from it is like it says by the Mabul Vayigbiru Hamayim, that the water that was there became even greater and more. All of the kaiches that we have on our birthday, it's revealed, and it has more and more kaiches to do everything. It's standing in front of you, waiting like a set table, waiting for you to take it. I didn't make up any of that stuff. I just heard that from Sikha of the Rebbe, by the way. I didn't happened to listen to a few minutes ago. So I want to wish everybody that they should also take this a bracha, that they should have everything they need, but more importantly, they should take advantage of this opportunity we have to influence others and to spread others and to do the work, like everyone's saying now, and to bring the Geula mitzvah shlema b'karav mamish.
Amen. Amen.
But moving onwards, we're living in such exciting times, my friends. You know, everyone always says that, but really, we're living in historic, unprecedented times. Everyone's sick of hearing unprecedented. It's starting to become precedented.
The fact that it's unprecedented is already precedented at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the things that are going on around us, I don't even know what day it is anymore. It's all one big whirlwind.
Mamash.
But we need to recognize the miracles and absolute amazing things happening around us. The world is literally transforming into a Geula world around us. I want to open up with a really cool clip that was going around today on the WhatsApps. Many of you have probably already seen it, but it's so amazing and gewaldic. I have to share it with you.
And today, Jennifer and I and others had a chance to go see the Western Wall of the Temple Mount, the Western Wall tunnels, so much of the old city. And as you stand there, you can't help but behold the miracle before you. And it got me thinking about another miracle that I hope all of you don't see too far away. Because 1917 was a miracle, 1948 was a miracle, 1967 was a miracle, 2017, the declaration of Jerusalem as the capital, was a miracle. And there's no reason why the miracle of the reestablishment of the temple on the Temple Mount is not possible. I don't know how it would happen. You don't know how it would happen, but I know that it could happen. That's all I know.
Wow. That's okay. I'm gonna be honest here. I've seen the clip. The clip was shared everywhere, and I've seen it everywhere. But I haven't really sat down and watched the whole thing, because everybody put a caption "Well, this is what he said. He said that the Temple Mount could be built, whatever it is." And hearing it, it's what he said. Listen to what he said. He said it could happen. He said all these miracles are happening. There's no reason why this miracle also can't happen. He's not saying...
Give some context to those who are unaware, that was Peter Hegseth or something like that. It's not Negai's name, really. This clip is from 2018. It's resurfacing now because President-elect Donald Trump is nominated him to be the defense secretary, I believe, or something like that. A very high-ranking position in the government. So
wow, you gave context with not knowing any of the context.
This is
for context. This is the information that I don't know, but it's general information.
I'm pretty sure that's the information. Anyways, that's just that's what that is.
Yeah, but it's incredible because he's not saying that we have an obligation, we should go build it, all these things. No, he's saying that it's so, and he's right. He's a guy. This is a guy that is telling the Yidden that there's no reason why the miracle of building the Beis Hamikdash, that the Beis Hamikdash should be built on Har HaBayis, there's no reason why that can't happen. It's not far-fetched, meaning that it's shaykh to happen now. It's incredible. It's like, it's literally mind-blowing.
Just to clarify, our angle's not here that we care what Goyim have to say about the Beis Hamikdash. We don't need Goyim to tell us about the Beis Hamikdash. That's not the point. The point is, the Welt ist schon zugegelt fertig, which means the world is already totally prepared and ready for the Geula. The whole Galus, we've been trying to purify the world. We've been trying to make this world ready for the Geula. This is the biggest proof it could possibly be that who's getting nominated for president. This is what the people voted for. For who? For the person was shreit from the Gassen that we need to build a Beis Hamikdash. It's not even. This is like. This is already like the biggest like joke you can't push it further. This is like as crazy as it gets. It brings to mind. I remember reading I don't know if any of you have ever read it, maybe as a kid, the Ruach Ami series by Avner Gold. I read some of those books. So one book I read, The Purple Ring. It takes place during the era of Shabtai Tzvi in the made-up town of Polichev. And it gives you a historical fiction, what it was like in that era in Europe, and it describes the way this poor Yid, not the brightest bulb, but the well-meaning real Pashti Yid guy, Wassertrager, water carrier, and he bumps into all the bigwigs. The squire with the blacksmith, with the whatever, all of the scary goyim, and they say, "Haju," and the guy comes over, sitting, he's shaking as though you have to listen. He's the Nebuch Yid, trying not to get kicked out, and he calls him over, and he's shaking, and he tells him, what's this? We heard this news. You guys are talking about this Mashiach thing. Because everyone's talking about Shabtai Tzvi. You're going to Israel. What's this? And what is it? We're going to become your slaves? Is that what you're saying? How's that? He goes, oh no, don't worry, but you're going to be happy about it. These guys are drunk, blood red the face. We're going to be happy to be your slave. He goes, no, not you, the Muslims. He's trying to get himself out of the pickle. They're not hearing any of it, and it's he's terrified. The whole thing. The Goyim we don't belong in. It was Galus. It was Galus. Nobody any doubt. They were Galus and they all wanted Mashiach. That's why they all followed Shabtai Tzvi. They were so desperate for Mashiach. The matzav was so terrible. It was so sheklich. But look what's going on now. Look at the cabinet that Donald Trump is putting together. There was a meme going around that American cabinet is going to be more pro-Israel than the Israeli cabinet.
Yeah, you
can't make this stuff.
Yeah, you have the former governor Mike Huckabee, that he was just picked as the ambassador to Israel, and he's there. There's a video of videos coming up or resurfacing of him when he was in Eretz Yisrael, and he was saying how. No, this is Judea and Samaria. There's no occupation. When you talking about occupation,
West Bank? What's that? Never heard of it.
Right, this American guy, has more to say that this is the land that was given to the children of Abraham,
he doesn't say
Isaac,
pragmatically.
and Jacob.
He says this is the land given to the Yid.
This is it.
So he says, belongs to the Yid more than Manhattan belongs to America.
That's right, and it's right. It's coming. It goes back to this concept of, first of all, you have to. There's the very, very basic fact of you have to learn Inyan Geula Mashiach. When you learn Inyan Geula Mashiach, especially when you're learning the Sichos of Tafshin and Av, Tafshin and Beis, all of these things, come and scream at your face, like this is what the Rebbe is talking about. This is what the Rebbe is talking about when he's saying that the Geula is here and the world is ready. What does that mean? The world is ready and we have to open our eyes. It's this is what it means. That video that we just showed you, that's what it means. Governor Huckabee, Mike Huckabee, saying to the reporters that this is the land of Israel belongs to the Jews. That's in your face. That's Geula. That's the Geula of the world.
Yeah. So the punchline, the takeaway for us is it's hard for us sometimes to really see the Geula happening. We don't believe it. We don't see it. We're still stuck in our own Gullus mindset. When you see things like this shows you, this proves to you that the Rebbe is correct. The world is ready for the Geula. If you told whatever his name was from the Ruach Ami series about such a situation, he would tell you that's Mashiach, that's Geula. There's no question. It's happening. It's for real. We need to open up our eyes. We need to realize this. We need to see this is happening. It's for real. The Rebbe is right. The world is prepared already. Right. This week is Parsha Vayera. Before that, can we pull up that sikh of the Rebbe about building the Beis Hamikdash? Do we have that?
Which one?
Let's ask our producers over here. Do we have a? Which one? Here.
From Teruma.
Yeah. Do you have that?
I'll pull it up right now.
There we go.
All right. But before we get there, I want to say, like you said, the disclaimer. Someone pointed out, like, oh, do we really need these goyim to like? No, adrabe, right? We're not saying that the goyim are the ones that are telling us this. No, it shows it's a little negative, but whatever, that we got to the point where where the goyim are the ones that are yelling in our faces this concept. That's like, it should be so embarrassing. It should be like, oh my gosh, the goyim are the ones telling us this. What? Right, like the comment that you just said, that the administration that is being picked, all the picks now are more pro-Israel than the Israeli cabinet. Like, that's embarrassing. Like, do we need the Americans to be more pro-Israel? No, adrabe. But we need to have the stolz. We need to have the pride. We need to go up to the person and say, we want Moshiach now. The Moshiach is here. The Rebbe is revealed. He's taking us out of Gullus. We need to believe it ourselves. We have to stop being scared of our own message, of our own truth, of our own reality. This is the truth. If we're really convinced that it's true, and not only is it true, if it's in the world, that means it'll be accepted by the world. It's already true in the world. Like we was talking about last week, the world is, for so long they've been saying a bunch of things that are not true, that are not in accord with reality. They're fake news. And now America voted and said, we don't want all of the fake news. It's not true. We want to go back to what's right. And people were scared and said, how could you say things like that? It's not politically correct. People are not. And America voted, we don't care. We want the truth. We want the reality. Reality always wins in the end. And right now, the reality is what the Rebbe told us, that Mashiach is here and Mashiach is revealed. The reality is that the Geula is downloaded and here in this world, ready for us to open our eyes and see it and reveal it. And reality always wins, sooner or later. And the Rebbe's vart was that it should be sooner rather than later.
And it should be sooner rather than later. And it's up to the Eibishter, but really it's up to us to speed things along over here. Oh, there we go. So this is from Truma Tavshin and Beis. This is about the Beis Hamikdash.
So the Rebbe says, "V'oid v'oiker be'inyin she'azman grama, oiv bain dem Beis Hamikdash hashlishi bepashus mamish."
So the main thing is what the time is now about it to actually build a Beis Hamikdash in actual reality.
So the Acher Kol HaPirushim in dem pasuk v'asel mikdash v'shechanta b'seicham. There's a lot of explanations in this pasuk of asel mikdash v'shechanta b'seicham, kol in dem pirush b'seich kol echad ve'echad, and including the explanation that the Eibusher is telling us to build a sanctuary in every single one of us. Is dach in ein mikra yetze midei pshutai. The pasuk, we do not take it out of its simple explanation, meaning with all the explanations, there's also the very, very simple understanding. L'chol hareish. First of all, is der Pirush Bezeh B'negei La'halacha L'maaseh. There's a simple explanation that has to do with halacha, which as Yidin haben dem Chiyuv to aufbauen dem Beis Hamikdash, that the Jews have as a whole have an obligation to build the Beis Hamikdash. V'negei aleinu meint es. So what does it mean regards to us? To aufbauen dem Beis Hamikdash Ashlishi, to build the third Beis Hamikdash. Bepashtus mamish. How would you translate bepashtus mamish?
In actual reality, like the Psakin of the Rambam, Ados vet uvgebeit werden durch Moshiach Now. Important point is that in actuality, Pete Hexeth doesn't know, but the Rambam knows. It's through Moshiach Now he built the Beis Hamikdash. We know it's going to come down from Shemayim, and Mashiach's going to add the doors, or whoever it works out. Ubana Beis Hamikdash became like he quotes for the Rambam, and Mashiach will build the Beis Hamikdash in its place. Val Pete record the Rambam that Hakal Chayavin live nice to the side. Everyone is obligated to build and to help out themselves, with their money. Anashim Nashim Mikdash Midbar Canal, just like it was by the Midbar in the desert, the Jews, the men and the women both donated to help. It's going to be the same thing with the Beis Hamikdash. The same thing was also with the Beis Hamikdash, says the Rambam, when they built the Beis Hamikdash, the men and the women both donated and helped out. Is moved, it's understood, says the Rebbe, as Azoi is das Eich Benegeit zum Beis Shlishi. It's going to be the same thing when it comes to the Bayis Shlishi, the third Bayis, that both men and women are going to help out with their money to help build. As jeder Yid wird sich in dem Staat of seiner Idee, and advice every Yid through his donations will help. Anashim Nashim, men and women, v'yesh leimer, says the Rebbe, and you could say even children will help out. He says Gevem ben Nidus Mishkan, children as well helped out. So, as a very interesting connection to the Sikha, Mrs. Zaltzman from Toronto actually donated to the Rebbe, I believe, her jewelry for the Beis Hamikdash, and the Rebbe received it, kept it in his room. Like Taka, I, Mashiach, thank you for who are obligated to build the Beis Hamikdash. We'll take your donation. Thank you very much. I'll use it to build the Beis Hamikdash.
Yeah.
And part of that is that the Rebbe spoke about 770 is the physical future place of the Beis Hamikdash because it's going to be connected to the Beis Hamikdash. So donate to 770 to expand 770. It's donating to the Beis Hamikdash. But that's a separate point. This is about the actual Beis Hamikdash. It's for real. It's for real. It's happening. That's the point here. That's the takeaway. And like I spoke about at the beginning, go out there and actually do something. You have that power. Birthday is the power to affect something. That's what it is. It's an Independence Day. When you matter and you do something in the world. What can I say? It's happening. Mashiach is happening. Geula is happening.
It's real. It's real. It's not...
Don't be embarrassed. Don't be ashamed. You have the guy telling you about building the Beis Hamikdash. You need to think about it. You need to talk to yourself. Convince yourself. Say, learn about it. You're talking about Tzayim. It's a low-stakes situation. You're not going to see the guy again. It's fine. Tell him, hey, did you know Mashiach is going to come? The Rebbe is going to take us out of Galus. You ever heard of the Lubavitcher Rebbe? He's the leader of our generation. He told us that we're ready for the redemption. He told us he's going to take us out of this exile, take us all to Yerushalayim. We're going to build a third Beis Hamikdash. Have you heard about this? It's good news. What's the worst that could happen?
There you go.
This is good news, my friends. The Rebbe told us in Vayera Tavshin Beis that Mashiach is revealed. That was the first time. Vayera Tavshin Beis. We spoke about this a lot of this podcast. It's a big deal. Mashiach is here, my friends. Literally, it happened. Mashiach is here. And I got to go because it's late, and I got to go make a birthday for Brengen. So,
awesome. Have us in mind, obviously. And on behalf of all our listeners...
This also is obviously a birthday for Brengen. But...
on behalf of all our listeners and all the people that are watching, and also me, we bless you with Shnas Hatzlacha Begashmus Uberuchnias, a year of success physically and spiritually, and may you, together with everybody, have the real Geula effect in ourselves, with the whole world, through the revelation of Melech HaMashiach, very, very soon, Tekef Umiyad Mamash. Amen.
Amen.
We want
Mashiach now.
ועד כדי כך המדב גולהום der עם soll machli sein, יחי המלך.